Hi guys, you need to complete your warm-up to begin with. So pause the video, complete your warm-up, and then after you are finished, I will give you the answers. For the first one, you should have had 3x plus 9. The second one, you should have had negative 6x minus 7. The third one, you should have had 6x minus 3. And the last one, you should have had 2x plus 6. Make sure that you get these written in your notes or on the pink sheet if you're in my class. If you don't have a pink sheet, make sure you get them written in your notes. And then if you were absent, I will get you the pink sheet next time I'm back. Make sure in your notes you have this objectives to find the GCF of monomials and to factor linear expressions. Anytime the video is going too quick for you, make sure you raise your hand and ask to have the video paused so you get all the proper notes that you need. Your vocabulary for today is also monomial and factor, so you're going to want to write these down. You can pause the video and write down these definitions if you would like, or you can write down a definition that makes more sense to you. So go ahead and pause the video to write down these definitions. Okay, so today, since we are finding the most common factors and the greatest common factors of different things, we have to first start by listing the factors. So if I list the factors of 4, don't forget that factors are taking everything apart. So what multiplies to give me 4? So I'm going to have 1 and 4, and then just 2, because 2 times 2 will give me 4. Since we're working with monomials, we're also going to have letters, so I have to take apart the letters too. So x is also a factor. Okay? Then you're going to list the factors of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. And since this one also has an x, I'm going to keep that variable. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the largest number that I see. So they both share a 4, and that is the biggest number that I see. Then I have to look at my letters. Do they share any letters? Yes, so it is x. So my final answer is going to be my largest number and the letter or letters that they share. So variables. Okay, so the answer to this would be 4x. Okay, pause the video and you do the next 2 or try the next one on your own, and then I'll give you the answer. Okay, splitting these apart, for the factors of 48, you should have gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, and 48. For the factors of 28, you should have gotten 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. Both of these again share the letter x, so x also becomes a factor. So my answer in this one is also 4x because there's nothing bigger that they share. And the last one, you should have the factors of 1, 2, 7, 14, a, and b. And then for 28, 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, 28, and a, b. So your final answer for the GCF of 14AB and 28AB is going to be 14AB. Pause the video if you need time to write these in your notes. If you have any questions, please write them in your notes and we'll discuss them when I get back. Okay, on this one, you need to take the time to write out the factors, do these 3 problems, and then I will give you the answers. So pause the video and work on these ones. Welcome back. For the first one, for the factors of 18a, you should have had 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18, and then a. For the factors of 20ab, you should have had 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, a, and b. So everything that they share, the biggest number that they share is 2, and the only letter that they share is a. So my answer is going to be 2a. Okay, for the second one, For the factors of 16, you should have gotten 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and then S. And for 40, you should have gotten 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40, and ST. So the biggest factors that they are going to share are 8 and S. Okay, so the only thing we're doing is we're trying to split pieces apart in order to make sure that we're getting the biggest numbers and the letters that come out of them. Finally, your greatest common factor for the third one should have been 12CD. So take a moment at your table if you didn't find the factors, get them from a table buddy, or you can have the sub post them on the backboard. Okay, you guys need to do these 3, and then I will give you the answers. So pause the video and do these 3. Welcome back. You should have gotten for A just 4 because 12 doesn't have a C. For B, you should have gotten 5X. And for C, you should have gotten 14MN. If any of those are not clear, please make sure that you talk with your table mates or you take the time and ask a buddy for help. Okay? Pause the video and take 5 minutes or 4 minutes for a brain break. If you are well, the sub will decide. If not, then you need to continue on with the video. So pause the video if needed, or just wait for it to play through. Okay, when we're factoring the linear expressions, we're taking everything that we've already factored and distributed, and we're putting it back in to a linear form. So we're taking it back to what it looked like before we distributed. Okay, so there's a couple of things that you need to write in your notes. So the first thing is you're going to find the GCF. The second thing is you're going to, the number on the outside of the parentheses is your GCF. Then you're going to find the inside numbers. So what did I multiply the outside number by to get my inside term? And then lastly, you're going to check your answer. So pause the video and make sure that you have all of these in your notes and you're ready to go. Okay, welcome back. So those notes you just took, we're going to put into place. So the first thing you need to do is find the greatest common factor between the 3 and the 9. So if I find the factors of 3, it's 1 and 3. If I find the factors of 9, it's 1, 3, and 9. So the biggest number that comes out of both of those is 3. So that's my number going outside the parenthesis, the one that I'm distributing. Inside the parenthesis, this first term, I'm trying to figure out what I can take to get 3x. So 3 times what gives me 3x? So 3 times x gives me 3x, and 3 times what gives me a positive 9, which would be a positive 3. Okay, so that is what we're looking for. We're taking it back out to what it looks like before we distributed. And then you're going to check. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 3 is 9. So this and our original problem look the same, so we know we are correct. Okay? Then we're going to do the same thing for 12. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And for 7, I'm going to have 1 and 7. For letters, I'm going to have an X and I'm going to have a Y. So looking at this, nothing can be factored. So I'm going to write cannot be factored because it's just not possible. Okay, so anytime I can't factor anything, then it's just a cannot be factored. Okay, for 12 and 48, when I do the factors of 12, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Okay, the first thing I'm going to ask when I get into these bigger numbers is I'm going to look at my largest number or my largest factor and my smallest number of the two. So the smallest number, my 12 and 48, is 12. My largest factor is 12. So I'm going to ask, does 12 go into 48? It does. So if 12 goes into 48, it's actually going to be the largest factor that I can use because I can't get any higher. So 12 is going to be the number on the outside. Then I'm going to ask again, 12 times what gives me 12x? So 12 times x gives me 12x, plus 12 times 4 would give me 48. To make sure that you're correct, you're going to distribute and check. So 12x, 12 times 4 is 48. My check and my original match, so I know that I'm done. Okay? The second one is another one that I'm going to look, and I know I have a 1 and a 3. I know 3 doesn't go into 11, and 1 isn't going to change anything. So it's another cannot be factor. Okay, you guys need to practice these 3. Pause the video, and then I will give you the answers. Welcome back. So for D, you should have gotten 4 times the quantity of x minus 7. For E, you should have gotten 3 times the quantity of x plus 11y. And for F, it cannot be factored, so you can't do anything with it. Make sure, again, if you have questions, to ask your table mates or to write them in your notes so we can discuss them. The last thing you are going to do is you're going to do an exit ticket. You need to choose one from here, and you need to choose one from here. Put them on a green exit ticket, put your name on it, and then turn it in. Make sure that you are showing your work and not just putting your answer, or it will be marked wrong. Make sure you put your name on it, or you know I throw it away. Your homework then will be page 419 and 420 odds. Okay, that is due on Monday, and then you will have another video on Monday, as I will not be here next week. So have a fabulous day, and I will see you all tomorrow.